up, all my fight fans? So, I might be a little late to the party with this, but there was some interesting news and interesting fight news, or interesting, I guess, viral news, I guess you should say, in the fight world that took place a couple days ago, maybe even probably it's been a week now. I don't know. But I recently saw it not that long ago. You got Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather, somewhat of a little altercation, or it looks like it was about to be an altercation. You have them at, I guess this might be in Miami, somewhere around there. I believe it was at a Heat game. And then you have Jake Paul waiting with maybe a security guard or two. He was waiting outside, not sure exactly what he was doing. But then you got Floyd Mayweather and his crew approaching Jake Paul. You have someone holding the camera for Floyd or whatever it is. I'm guessing he's a part of his crew, or maybe wants to be a part of his crew, or maybe some random talking. And then here we are. You got Floyd Mayweather pretty much and his boys running their mouth talking to Jake Paul, and it seemed like they wanted to do some, get to some business with Jake Paul. Sound like they want to get, pretty much rush him or pretty much jump him. They want to do something to Jake. They were talking a lot of smack to Jake. I know Jake and Floyd have a history. We remember that Jake Paul took Floyd Mayweather's hat, I guess. Floyd Mayweather in the press conference for when Floyd fought Logan Paul. That was I'm gonna say what, last year, maybe 2 years ago, somewhere around there. But either way, this is what was going on. You got Floyd and his crew circling Jake Paul, and then eventually Jake Paul pretty much backs up fully until he pretty much just runs away. Now I know what a lot of people have been saying. I've been looking into it, I've been reading it. And yeah, pretty much 90% of the world are agreeing that Jake Paul did the right thing. When you're getting circled and you have that many people against you, then yeah, they're threatening to do you harm. They're threatening to hurt you. I don't care how tough you are. I don't care how much MMA fighting, boxing experience you are. I don't care how much you bench. I don't care how much you deadlift. You go against 5 or 6 dudes, maybe even more. Yeah, eventually you're gonna get stomped on and you're gonna get hurt very, very badly. I do not care. And even if these guys have next to no fight experience, they're still gonna do a lot of damage to you. They're still gonna hurt you quite a bit. Because it's just only so much one person can handle. It doesn't matter what kind of skill set you are. It doesn't matter. Even if it's John Jones, I do not care. 5, 6, 7 guys, they're pretty much gonna get the best of you. They are 100%. They're gonna pretty much be able to tackle you to the ground. Your jiu-jitsu, your kickboxing, your wrestling, your boxing, your knockout power ain't gonna matter to you. So yes, Jake Paul did the right thing. The one who looks like the villain, the one who looks like the bad guy, the one who looks like a complete wuss is Floyd Mayweather. Why he looks like a wuss, why he looks so why it makes him look so bad is because he approached him with men. Floyd Mayweather is supposed to be the TBE, the best ever. Floyd Mayweather was the once the greatest of all time. Floyd Mayweather was a long time pound for pound king, and yet he needed all those men to approach Jake Paul. He could not do it himself. He could not go one-on-one. He could not square up face-to-face alone with Jake Paul. Jake Paul, who is a YouTuber. Jake Paul, who has next to 3, maybe 4 years fight experience over Floyd Mayweather. I mean, come on. What is going on here? What is happening here? This is what really bothers me. This is what really, really irritates my soul, is because it's just like, any person that is talking smack, I get it. Jake Paul says a lot of controversial stuff. I get it. He may have said this and that. I get it. He likes to get underneath the people's skin, but it still doesn't mean you and your crew go over there and you try to punk Jake Paul, or you try to jump Jake Paul, or you try to jump anybody in that matter, because they say a lot of disrespectful stuff. If they say something disrespectful to you, if they say something you do not like, you go up to that person man to man, 100%. Hey, you're saying this about my family. You're saying this about me. You're saying this about, my loved ones or my friends or whatever it is. What's up? Let's go. Me and you, one-on-one, 100%. Let's do this. If you want to do this, we can do it right now. We can do it right now. But yet, no, that did not happen. It seemed like he approached all, with all his boys, with all his followers, with all these little other people that Floyd Mayweather had with him, acted tough to one person. Like, come on, what is that? What is that? And then to be yelling at him, saying like, oh, he's running away, running away. Do not stand there and pretend and tell me that you would not have done the same. Don't, because I am not going to be convinced that you would have done the same. I don't care who it is. You know, you are pretty much going to go over there. Yeah, you might want to stand your ground a little bit, but eventually you start getting smacked around, things start popping off. You're eventually going to run. You're not going to stand there. You're going to do everything you can to try to defend yourself, and eventually you're going to realize that, hey, this is just way too much. I cannot handle this all by myself. I got to go. Yeah, you want to stand strong, you want to stand up tall, you want to be a man, you want to be able to be like a soldier, whatever the case may be. But eventually, I'm sorry, it's just way too much for one person to handle. And one thing is for sure, you cannot act tough, you cannot say anything, you cannot pretend anything to be all kind of big and strong when you're having all that many people to go against one person. So don't even pretend, don't even say anything, because everybody that says anything is acting as if they would have not done the exact same thing. They would have. They would have. At the end of the day, it just made Floyd Mayweather look so much more afraid of Jake Paul. It made like, oh my God, are you really like so afraid and intimidated that you need people? You needed people to go over there. Like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you need that? That just does not make sense. You know, if I was Floyd, I would have told my boys, no, this is between me and him. You guys stand back. Of course, if other people jump in, then you jump in. That's whatever what happens. That's what happens in the streets. That's what happens when you're in high school. That's what happens when you're like at a party or something. It's one-on-one. Then if their boys jump in, you jump in. Whatever the case may be, that's what happens. But no, that did not happen. Floyd Mayweather literally needed his people there. Needed his people there. And it's just like, what is going on? What is going on with that, you know? And it's very frustrating, and it very upsetted me to see that, because it's like, you know, I was a fan of Floyd back in the day when he was boxing. Like, yeah, I wish he would have fought some prime fighters. I wish he would have fought Pacquiao back in his prime as well. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, you cannot doubt his skills, you cannot doubt his talent, you cannot doubt his accomplishments. The guy is definitely one of the greatest of all time, 100%. But to do that, to see that, to try to think or pretend that you're some type of thug or some type of gangster because you have men that you pay to be around you, it's like, no, that doesn't make you anything, man. That doesn't. That doesn't. And then to have these guys surround a YouTuber, not even another fighter, not even another champion, not even somebody else. It was another YouTuber, you know, who wants to be a boxer. Let's face facts, he's still up there. You still got to label him as kind of a YouTuber because he's still at the beginning stages, and he is definitely earned his right to be, you know, in this world, in this boxing world, because he is definitely, you know, taking on some champions. And yeah, they might be MMA fighters, but at the end of the day, you know, he stepped in the ring and he went in there. There's a lot of people that haven't done that or won't do that. So at the end of the day, yeah, you know, you got to give him that kind of respect. But to actually need a whole crew to go up to him when he is all by himself, he don't even have his crew. It would be one thing if maybe he had his boys with him and you had your boys, and then maybe there was like a bit of a scuffle, a bit of a little melee going on, then okay, one thing. But no, you needed all your guys to go up to one person. Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? That's just a very, very, very classless thing to see Floyd Mayweather do. Again, he was once labeled as the TBE. There's some people out there still calling him the TBE. This is just, it's a very disgusting, very sad to see. It really bothered me a lot, very much. But guys, let me know in the comments on what you thought about that. If you haven't seen the video, go check the video out. Please let me know what you guys are thinking. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.